What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Galaxy Queen Star. I hope everyone is doing okay this evening. So, my last video, I got about 80 something views, and I decided that if a video doesn't have at least 100 views or more, because I'm very spoiled, I'm used to my videos getting at least 100 views or more. So, if it don't, then that says to me, y'all not that interested in that particular battle. So it's no sense of me moving on to round 2 and round 3. I'll just jump to a whole different battle. So that's exactly what I did. This is New Jersey Twerk versus Real SIKH. Twerk starts first. This finna be a 30 round. Your Indian ass better not come up here talking about you over the body with the turban down. Too typical. Let's go, nigga. I'm trying to figure out, how did you get Real SIKH to become your whole image? You look real healthy to me, nigga. What's wrong with you? So he trying to play Real SIKH, basically saying, because of course Real SIKH, he named himself Real SIKH, meaning I'm sick with them bars. But Twerk trying to make it seem like you not sick, you look healthy, meaning like you don't have a cold, you know, why you named yourself SIKH, trying to act like he don't know why his name is Real SIKH. Next bar. Are you sick like Lip No cause you some swole nigga? Well, we ain't in the same place you met us in. Check your temperature, we really dose niggas. Is you common cold victim? You can't be sick like the flu. You ain't hot-headed. You ain't putting nothing in the coffin. You ain't got no symptoms. Whatever it is, it can't be contagious because I just don't get it. So people was laughing because you know what contagious means. Like the coronavirus. If you don't have a mask on, someone has it and they near you and they start coughing, there's a possibility that you can catch it because it's contagious. So when he goes, it can't be contagious because I just don't get it. You know, but that's a double entendre. He don't get why his name is Real SIKH. And if he is sick, he didn't get it. He didn't get the cold, you know. So, and this was a sick scheme because in the beginning of the bar, he said, we ain't in the same place you met us in. Medicine, or met us in. That's a play on words for medicine. Check your temperature. Dose niggas. And then I like when he said, you ain't putting nothing in the coffin. Coffin like a casket. Coffin is COFFIN. But with the scheme coffin, coffin, COUGHING. Next bar. What's this shit you on? Nigga, your real name is Sequinder Singh. Stop all this cat talk like Gryffindor. Before we hit the house, kick the door. Everybody hit the floor. I chop down your whole family tree. I got enough in here for sycamore. I'ma clip them all. So I like when in the bar when he says, stop all this cap talk like Gryffindor. Gryffindor is that talking hat from the Harry Potter series. So cap talk is like a hat. All right, so that was nice. Then in the middle of the bar, I chopped down your whole family tree. Okay, sycamore. So at the end he goes, I got enough in here for SIKH, like Real SIKH or more, meaning SIKH, Real SIKH or his people. Like I got enough here in this gun for Real SIKH or his people. But he says real sycamore. So sycamore tree. A sycamore tree is basically a nice design trees, family of trees. They're beautiful trees. All right, so that was a fire bar. Next bar. I'm strapped in. I'll clap you in the coma. Madness. I can snap at any moment. Okay, a clip get tossed. No words. I just let my pistol talk. This nigga think he Real SIKH till this Russian chop clip go off. Can't possibly think you're the only one Real SIKH. Soon as you hear my Kalishnikov, I'ma clip you off. That's my twerking impression. All right, so now I'm back to being a lady because you know I'm a lady. All right, so I'll just be a character, y'all. So don't be scared. Don't be alarmed. All right, so in the bar, I like at the end when he says, as soon as you hear my Kalishnikov. Now, Kalishnikov is actual automatic rifle, okay? And it's designed by Mikhail Kalishnikov. He's Russian. So the slang for that gun is just a Kalish. So in this bar, he says, as soon as you hear my Kalishnikov, like cough, you hear my gun SIKH, you know, because he's battling Real SIKH. So that was fire. Next bar. A clip get tossed. I'm talking a pistol fly. Nah. I grabbed the blade for this Indian guy. Hop out the Cherokee with the Navajo cut, leave a patch, he want more, he can die. Them Indian tribes. So that's exactly what they are. It's hard to pronounce. 3 Indian tribes. That's Navajo, Apache, and Mohawken. Okay, so that last bar, hop out the Cherokee with the Navajo cut, leave a patch, he want more, he can die. Okay, so that was a play on words for all those Indian tribes. That was a little Indian scheme. Indian tribe scheme, I should say. Okay, so he basically saying if he hop out that car, that Cherokee, if he want more, he can die. Next bar. I'ma grip a tank, leave him just killed, stomp him out, and these Timberlands till the white meat get revealed. I'm talking cheek to the heel, construction boots, taking in his teeth with the steel, fucking up your features, I will. Size 13 Bigfoot, they ain't even believe it was real. So Bigfoot, I don't know if you ever heard of Bigfoot. I remember watching the History Channel a few years ago, and they was talking about Bigfoot, some type of unknown species that be in like the woods or the forest or something. And there's a lot of sightings of him. There's even proof that he exists, because they actually have footprints and that they took pictures of, and he has a really big size foot. So they don't think he's human. They think he's like half human and half something else. Okay, but people have seen him in far, distances. All right, so that was a little double entendre at the end when he says they didn't even believe it was real. So he's battling real sick. So when he was saying he stomped him out with the Timbs and do all this stuff to him on the floor, they didn't even believe it was real. Like they can't even recognize real sick. Or it can mean they didn't even believe that those 13 size was real. Like that's Bigfoot. People still don't believe that Bigfoot exists. So that was nice. Next spot. I'm talking screamers for real. Shit got nasty for him. Nigga funeral was a tragic moment. Not even his own mother recognized him when the casket opened. I'm talking nobody even knew he was sick. Like Chadwick Boseman. So Chadwick Boseman is that character that played in the movie Black Panther. Okay, he was a Black Panther. Even during the film, I'm hearing that he was seriously ill. Okay, he actually died from colon cancer. I wonder if he knew he had colon cancer, because apparently nobody else knew he had it. All right, so this is the last bar. Ratchet blowing. One drop, then turn something else. Magic potion. Grab the toaster. Joy the cannons. Warhawk. Or Carib the knife. Stuck in his grill, look like a warhawk. Drive by. Only 2 cars deep, but we all spark. The Lex still behind the Cherokee. These bitches porn star. Out the window, extended mag on a long john. I'm talking stick hanging out the glizzy, look like a corn dog. All right, so I like in this bar when he says, the Lex still behind the Cherokee. These bitches porn stars. I don't know if y'all know about Lex and Cherokee, but they are really porn stars. Okay, how do I know that? Don't ask no questions. Okay, so, and in the beginning when he says ratchet blowing, a ratchet could be a gun, and they call some females ratchet. Okay, so that's just a gun bar. So this was a good round. He had good bars. He had good schemes, double entendres. And surprisingly, he didn't choke. He didn't stumble, because we know how TWORK could be. He's a little, you can't trust him sometimes, All right, so now we get to Real Sikh, round 1. Now, Real Sikh wants to rebuttal some of the things that TWORK was saying. They said, Sikh, you a bad matchup. Okay, they said, Sikh, this a bad matchup for you, dog. It's after you just lost an uphill battle. You gonna fall. No chance. Y'all think I can't dance while this bitch twerk in front of me? Good thing I got my back against the wall. So y'all know in the club and everything, you know, guys don't seem to dance much. They always want to lean on the wall, and then you usually see a female grinding and dancing on the guy or whatever. So it's kind of nice how he said, you know, because twerk can mean twerk, you know, you twerking. Okay, so it's nice when he said, no, y'all think I can't dance while this bitch twerk in front of me, you know. Good thing I got my back against the wall. I don't got to dance like how they don't dance at the club. All right, next bar. Then he rebuttals again. What he had? He had the Kalishnikov. I lifted higher, but I want to shift the fire. So I got to switch with the Russian. That's Brittany Griner. What else he said? He said, yo, he got a headshot. I'm moving with speed then. Beat the shit out of someone in your crew to get even. Have Castro looking like Rihanna when Breezy threw that quick beating. So before you give this turban the piece, I'ma give Lou the Chris treatment. So last round when Twerk was spitting his bars, I didn't write it down because it was kind of a weak bar to me, but he said something about his turban, the piece. It was a play on words. I hear that bar a lot, so I don't really care about that bar. But we know that Real Sikh wears a turban. So Twerk said something about disturbing the turban, the piece. Okay, so this is his rebuttal for that. So in the beginning of Real Sikh's bar, I like when he says he switched with the Russian. That's Brittany Griner. Y'all know about Brittany Griner. She was the basketball player who got caught flying to Russia and had marijuana, okay, possession of marijuana on her. So they had gave her a 9-year sentence in Russia, and United States fought hard to get her back. So they had to switch her with a Russian that the United States had captive here. So that's how she got back to the States. Now, later on in this bar, I like when he says, have Castro looking like Rihanna when Breezy threw that quick beating. Remember Chris Brown? Well, his name is Breezy. Chris Brown, he beat up Rihanna years ago, and Rihanna was looking a hot mess. Now, he's talking about Lou Castro. Lou Castro is another battle rapper. Him and Twerk seem to be pretty good friends now. They be hanging out a lot. So he's talking about Lou Castro. And then in the end of the bar, he goes, so before you give this turban the piece, I'm going to give Lou the Chris treatment. Ludacris. Okay, so that's a nice little play on words. I'm going to give Lou, meaning Lou Castro, the Chris treatment, the Chris Brown treatment like he did Rihanna. Next bar. I cut straight around, stab his lung, take it south. It's a family reunion, flesh and blood hanging out. What you gonna make fun of my style and how it seems so fast? I'm a biggity, biggity, biggity beat your ass. Run in his crib, drum on the hip, a ton of them rip. If somebody dip and dunk in the shit, I'ma dump it again. I want everybody to get hit. Walking up in that bitch like a friend feeling left out. What did I miss? Then dump it again. So I like in the beginning of the bar when he says it's a family reunion, because he said I cut straight around, stab his lung, take it south, like he's cutting him and stabbing it, his lung and taking it down south. It's a family reunion, flesh and blood hanging out. You know, in family reunions, flesh and blood meaning my kin, you know, my sister, your mother, y'all have blood, y'all fresh in blood, y'all family hanging out. But of course he mean his own flesh, his blood is hanging out. His organs are hanging out. So that was fire. I never heard a bar like that before. All right, next bar. I jump him quiet, knock him out before anyone arrives. Like buck, 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 sound like Twerk when he mumbling lines. Butterfly stuck inside, swung it by a couple of times, then wiped the blade clean. The situation was cut and dry. Gonna rise, son'll die, mothers cry. You get a bigger 9, a little 9. I got a medium that connects you to the other side. So that was nice, because you know Twerk always say bigger 9, bigger 9. You know, he used to say that a lot. Okay, so I like when he said, yeah, I got a medium and it'll connect you to the other side, meaning you could die on the other side, and it's just a medium. So that was fire. And then I like in the beginning when he says he got a butter knife stuck inside, swung it by a couple of times, then wiped the blade clean. The situation was cut and dry. So I like that. Self-explanatory. Last bar. He hit my phone. I ain't gonna pick up. It was left off. Hit the side of his truck. He in a pickup. With the left arm he reached, cut his hand. What he gonna pick up? with his left off, kick it to the side, then I'ma pick up where I left off. Watch it as I drop, give bodies to pine box. Last one that wanted to jump, tried it and got. He do the twerk bounce and stop with a Glock pop, leg pop. He'll go from hopping to hopscotch. So, you know, that's pretty much self-explanatory. You know, somebody pop your leg, pop. He go from hopping because he's trying to avoid the bullet, so he hopping, or even if he got shot, he hopping. And now hopscotch, you know, the hopscotch games that kids play. I remember playing it when I was a little kid. So to me, SIKH, you know, he had good rebuttals in the beginning. Okay, but I realized he needs better breath control, real SIKH. Okay, because he gets really like winded, I notice, as he goes on in his round. And he has a lot of aggression and he has a lot of energy. He had good rebuttals, like I said. But to me, it still wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I feel like TWORK bars were better. Okay, it hit harder, TWORK's bars. And he just had more. You know, to me, real SIKH had a lot of filler also. All right, so please, if you like my video, my recap, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later.